Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome to ATI Pro Media. It is December 23rd, and it looks like we finally got an aid package. Maybe Christmas came early for some farmers and ranchers out there. We'll talk a little bit about what the details look like. We also have the government is stayed open. We got the bill passed, so good to see that. Other than that, we got to talk a little bit about the cattle. Brady's going to talk cattle on feed. We got to look at the commitment of traders. We've got a new record, but I got to ask, who's watching today? I sent the email out. I got a lot of emails back saying they're out of office. So I got to think with Christmas Eve in the middle of the week, we got a lot of vacation days, but we're going to talk about the markets, right? We're going to give you some updates and then we'll get out of here. Brady Huck, bring them in. How we doing today?
It's Monday. I'm excited for Christmas, the Christmas countdown, Connor B. How about you?
I'm good. Yes, Christmas shopping is done. We've got I don't know how many toys, I'm still in the toy era with my kids, but we got Christmas shopping done. Haven't wrapped a single thing, but we'll get that done. So
fun time of year, fun week ahead, especially with little ones running around too. Good, big time. So let's go to your markets and check out where the markets are at right now. March corn up 1/4 cent, 446.5. Jan beans down 1/4 cent, 974 1/4. Chicago wheat is up 4 cents, 537. KC wheat up 3 cents, 547. Over in your feeder cattle is a little mixed. Christmas tree colors, as Connor B likes to say. A little green here, a little red there. On the live cattle side of things, we're down 17.5, 191.15. Well, that's decent, but yes, down 65 on February, 187.75. Over at lean hogs weaker as well, down $1.25 on the lean hog side of things. Energies, crude is down 37 points, diesel's down a penny, nat gas down 11 cents on January. Nat gas moving. Your equities, the Dow's down 350 points, the S&P down 19, and the NASDAQ up 19 points. Bitcoin down 2,750, 93,850, well below 100,000. These markets, a few of them are moving, Connor B. A few of them are moving.
Good stuff. Hey, keep in mind we've got holiday hours this week, and so we'll see the CBOT have an early close Tuesday, right? 12:05, close for Christmas. No night trade. Thursday, it will be a hard 8:30 open. Friday, normal trading hours, and then we're into New Year's. So shortened trading hours. Yep, Tuesday, tomorrow, and then close for Christmas. When Christmas is Wednesday. I keep thinking it's Thursday. I don't know. I'm losing my days.
You can celebrate for a couple of days if you want, Connor. Nobody's gonna blame you. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Choppy week. I feel like there's more days off this week than there are working days this week.
It's always weird when it's in the dead middle of the week to me. I like it like early, later. When it's in the middle, it's just weird to me. I know I don't know.
I'm all for a midweek weekends, like a weekends and then week middles, and let's just work a couple days on both sides of it. I think that'll keep everybody fresh. We ought to do it all year round.
Sounds good to me. Well, last week it was, are we going to see a government shutdown? What kind of economic aid? Are we going to get some? Well, guess what? I think we can put it to rest for now, right? I'm sure things are going to change as we get into 2025, but it looks like we had a bill passed. We do have economic aid going out to farmers and ranchers, looking at $10 billion in economic assistance. And so right now, here's the best numbers I've seen. I'm not saying they won't change, but it looks like very similar to what we quoted up Tuesday, Wednesday, where it's looking like it'll be a one-time payment to producers based on 100% of planted acres, 50% of prevent plant acres, and rough payments here. Corn, $43.80 an acre, soybeans, $30.61 an acre, wheat, $31.80, cotton, $84, sorghum, $41 roughly, rice, $71 an acre, peanuts, $76, barley, $21.76 an acre. So it looks like they were going subject to 125,000 payment limits, could increase for producers who receive 75% or more of their gross income from farming. So we're going to get something, Brady.
Well, it's good to have something. I know that'll help out people that definitely need it. There's areas out there that definitely need it. Disastrous areas out there, hurricane type stuff. Those definitely need it. So good that they got that done. Dramatic week last week. Yeah, glad to have it behind us, though.
Yeah, my favorite picture. Yeah, let's move on. But my favorite picture was the 1,500-page document, and then Elon, when it finally got passed, what was it? Was it like 120, 112, or something like that?
Yeah, yeah. Wild. The power, and that's, the power of social media and getting our voices out there and shutting that down. It's just wild, the world we live in today, where you feel like you have a voice a little bit.
Yeah, unbelievable. Well,
Cool.
what next? What we got? We did have a daily sale. So 132,000 corn for 24-25 to unknown destinations. 132,000 soybeans sold to China. Good to see, right? I feels like the rhetoric right now is just that the Brazilian dollar relationship, right? It's really favoring the Brazil, right? Am I saying it right? Where it's weak, it's a weaker that we're seeing. So it's good to see the flash
Yeah.
sales, right? We're gonna take every event we can take.
Yeah, I'm very curious what that unknown is. Getting some beans sold to China, but where did that unknown corn go to? U.S. corn's very competitive out there on the global front, and we've seen a lot of business to Mexico. You kind of think maybe it probably went to Mexico, but is it China, Connor? Could it be? I don't know. I can hope.
Time will tell. Maybe that'll be the story of 24 is the unknown destinations, right? And where did they end up going? Great segue, Brady. Speaking of Mexico, I forgot this in the intro, is that we had it looks like I want to say it's going to be the final discussion, but we both know it's not. But we saw the U.S. finally get a win in the GMO corn dispute with Mexico. So this has been ongoing, right? I remember when it was recent. It feels like it was 2-3 years ago, and it felt like it was going to be a very big deal, right? Mexico was not going to take genetically modified corn from the United States. They didn't want it. Well, we finally got the ruling, but they managed, as we see, corn exports are just on fire to Mexico. It didn't feel like it's as big a headline as we thought. But anyway, the U.S. has prevailed in its dispute with Mexico over genetically modified corn that threatens shipments to America's top customer of the grain. Arbitration panel under the USMCA trade agreement issued its final ruling agreeing with the U.S. that Mexico's efforts to halt imports of GMO corn were not based on science and violated the trade pact. So, Mexico responded that they would that they disagreed, but that they would honor the statement. But then I saw something that they're still looking to maybe limit GMO imports come 25-26. So when we look at big yellow corn import or Mexico imports, right? Most of that's going to feed, right? I feel like the GMO is kind of that white corn, that subset. Still a big factor, right? But when we look at the overall picture, right, most of Mexico corn they're buying from us is going to feed. It doesn't matter too much from there, but looks like a good win. Maybe we'll see an end to that dispute. One of those, I remember when the headline came out, it felt like it was just going to be a market mover, right? Are we going to ship any corn to the U.S.? Well, turns out, right, the free market prevailed. We saw it actually ramp up in the past couple of years. And so now, it feels like a headline. We'll take the win, but I don't know if it was as big a market mover as we thought looking back.
Yeah, I like the headline. I same boat. Remember when it came out and thought it had lots of people sharing, caught a lot of social media buzz, and what do you think this will do to impact future U.S. demand, all that, and really we haven't seen it on impact demand because Mexico's the number one buyer of U.S. corn right now, so we haven't seen it hurt us at all. But going forward, it's nice to have some clarity on where I guess legally maybe there's some merit in what we're doing there, but I don't know. Maybe everybody doesn't have to return all the conventional seed and go back to the GMO right now if you made your planting decision based on that headline.
Good point. So, hey, we had cattle. Thank you for that, Joe. Jan options expire Friday, right? Jan soybean options. If you still got them, make sure we'll be getting you out if we haven't already. And so hopefully, if we got some Jan puts on. We saw what happened the past couple weeks. Maybe we got some money in them, but keep that on your calendar, right? Don't forget that through the Christmas season.
Yep. Yeah, those Jan options. Interesting that they settle on a week like this with the holiday coming in the middle of the week and getting. I don't know how much open interest is out there. Jan bean options. That's a big one. on the table. But yeah, we'll see how things shake out. Adds another layer of that dynamics that we could see this week here in trade.
Yeah. Speaking of that, cattle on feed, we had that Friday. You want to give us a quick update?
Yep, pretty neutral, called neutral to bearish by some, neutral to bullish by others. I was kind of leading in the neutral to bullish camp, but nothing overall surprising there. Did a recap with Tony Dunker on the premium side. Overall, in a nutshell, the feed yards in pretty good position going forward. We'll see what happens on the packer margin side of things, and slaughter pace is going to be something that people are watching going forward. We've got the 2 holiday weeks here. We'll see how aggressive Packers want to get. Seen a lot of volatility in the cutout here recently as well. But yeah, we talked the meats with Tony Friday, and we'll talk hog and pigs here this afternoon. We got a quarterly hog and pigs report coming out, and then a cold storage report as well today. Those will be some recaps on the premium sides, what those reports said. We'll cover that, break it down.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, we had other report we had commitment of traders. And guess what? We have a new record short position. Do you want to guess what it is?
Oh,
I'm putting you on the spot.
No idea, Connor. Tell me. Hit me.
Soy meal. Record short soy meal position. This was the big takeaway for me. Getting this from Karen Brown. She always puts out fantastic charts. But look at that sell-off black line that we're seeing in soy meal. So, right, sometimes we look at overall soybean price, right, we're talking especially myself, I'm looking at South America, I'm looking at exports, but guess what? Keep in mind that whole soy complex, and look, funds are very, very record short in soy.
That's my soybean meal sad trombone short position. They bounced though, Connor. Beat last week. Soybean meal bounced and had a nice little bounce there. I'm gonna pull up a chart if I can real quick on the
let's look
just
at
to
it.
look at that. It's kind of interesting. Not to drag it on anymore, but it's worth looking at that big soybean.
No, everyone knows we are a soy meal show. It's what we love to talk about. But
look at that nice 3 days of rally there on soybean meal.
Yeah. That is a nice bounce. And even going back through the month of December, it's not quite the ugliness you would expect when we're looking at just the soybean market. Obviously, this fall was ugly for soy meal, right? We could see that, but not as ugly as I thought. Interesting.
Yeah. For a record short position on the fund side of things, that's that chart you would expect it to be a lot steeper in angle going down. Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Christmas season, so we can hope. And when we see the record short positions, right, what's the hope? Is that we can start seeing some buying come in. Let's hope one more, right? Let's see if we can see some type of, it's not directly going to affect soy meal, but if we can see something that's maybe going to get the whole biofuel thing, get it going, right? We could see some volatility there. So I don't know. I think maybe how many hopes did I have there? 2 or 3. That's a lot. But, when I see a record short position, that's what I think, right? We saw it in the corn market, right? We were, did we hit a record corn short position?
Last July we did.
Was it officially a record?
300. It was a record short, net short. Yeah. I think we had record net long and a record net short within like a 14-month span. We had 400 some thousand net long and 390 or 50,000 net short, all within 12, 14 months. But it's like ESPN, it's the record. He's the guy on a Thursday with the most touchdown passes while wearing a red uniform and green cleats.
Yeah, it's like the Bears quarterback Caleb Williams is going for most interception or most passes without throwing an interception. He's got the rookie record. He's going for getting close to it. It's like, my guy, I wouldn't mind you taking a few more risks and maybe throwing a few more interceptions. But
that's what happens when you throw 3-yard passes.
Right. Yeah, we said we'd be optimistic. We do not need to talk about the Chicago Bears if we're going to be optimistic.
All right, Connor. So it's Christmas week. Any traditions in the Bridgman household here as we go through Christmas week? What traditions you got on the table here this week?
Oh man, it feels like our main one is we do it's me and my brother, our kids. We go to my mom and dad's house. We always cook like something different for breakfast, right? We're not doing bacon eggs every single year, so we try and do something different. We've got that. Then the extended family comes. Here's a good one, Brady. Is the past 2-3 years I've been in charge. We do a quick trivia.
Okay.
and usually I get roasted because no one likes my trivia questions. So if anyone's got a good trivia question,
Connor needs
give it to me. I'll make sure to ask it on Christmas.
nice, nice.
What about the Huck household? What are your
We like church Christmas Eve, doing that whole deal. Go to church and we used to do candles with the Holy Night, raise those things out there. That's such beautiful, so cool. Kids love. I loved it as a kid because you had the risk of lighting something on fire. Playing with fire is fantastic, but yeah, that's one of the big traditions. And then I guess movie wise, Christmas Vacation's favorite movie we love to watch leading up, and The Grinch is big in this house. So
we're
any movies on
huge
your side?
big Grinch. I love the Jim Carrey one is a must watch every single year for me.
Gotcha.
My kids love the cartoon one. We've watched it. I don't know, maybe 30 times this year. We started like October playing that one. I swear. And then I'm a sucker for It's a Wonderful Life too. I always watch that one.
Good stuff. Yeah.
So the only one, in terms of Christmas movies, I'm gonna make some people mad here. There's no wrong answers except one. I think A Christmas Story. I think it's overrated. Or what's the one what's the one they play on 24 hours straight? That's A Christmas Story.
I
Right?
think it's A Christmas Story. Yeah. Yeah.
Overrated.
Yeah, that's one. If you're looking for a good nap, put that baby in.
There
Then
you
I'm
go.
out. So.
Good stuff. Well, we'll see. We've got markets trending a little bit lower today. We'll see where we go. We'll be going live on Christmas Eve tomorrow, taking Christmas off. We might take Friday. We'll see what happens. We might take Thursday and spend some time with family too. But until then, right, we'll keep you updated. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Brady, any closing thoughts?
Nope. See y'all tomorrow. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good day, night, maybe. I don't know.